I ever, will I ever fly, 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 fly? Will I ever, will I ever, will I ever, will I ever fly, 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 fly?
Hey, when I walk into the store, I bought me some shit back in the days I couldn't afford. This is the type of shit you think about when you pour. I remember walking home after work, my feet were sore. Now I'm sipping Hennessy, relaxing on the shore. Life nowadays, I want more. I want the most beautiful girl as a reward. For a while I was pressing record. I was losing faith, but then I heard the Lord. He told me to keep chasing your dreams. He told me never give up on your dreams. Told me as long as you believe, you could have everything you need.
Will I ever, will I ever, will I ever, will I ever fly, 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 fly? Will I ever, will I ever, will I ever, will I ever fly, 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 fly?
Hey, I'm excited. I'm going further than I've ever gone before. I'm gaining cash, so I bought me a Porsche. I used to stare at the world from my porch. I had nowhere to go, I stayed indoors. I haven't been feeling like myself. I felt like I let it, we went down. If I don't make it to the top, what it sound? I've been wishing for it like a well. I've been lying heavily on this loud. That's the one thing keeping me off of the ground. She called my phone to tell me how she felt. I told her no, that one night she asked me out. I've been regretting it ever since. I got these diamonds on my wrist. 2 million right now coming in. I'm finally taking off like a blimp. Finally taking off, I'ma win. I ain't going back how it's been. Remember those days, darkness.
Will I ever, will I ever, will I ever, will I ever fly, 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 fly? Will I ever, will I ever, will I ever, will I ever fly, 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 fly?